going on, Sky Squad? We are back in the building, baby. And listen, I felt like for Young, Famous, and African, for this review, we had to turn it up a bit. You know what I'm saying? We had to get the swanky Jerry-inspired fashions going on because this show is everything, baby. And I need y'all to get excited. Because if you ain't seen Young, Famous, and African, baby, I don't know what you've been doing with your life, okay? I don't even know what y'all been doing. And everybody, Netflix folk, listen. Y'all better keep doing the doggone thing and giving us culture where we not getting culture on some of these other platforms, because this show is giving us the culture that we need, baby. Young, Famous, and African is filled with Africans with money, baby. These are Africans that are famous, baby. And these are Africans that are fashionable. And that is what we have been looking for in our reality TV, and it has been missing for such a long time. Well, like I said, Netflix been doing the doggone thing, OWN doing the doggone thing, and I just gotta say, listen, baby, this show is lit. Okay, so let's get down to the premise, okay? The premise of the show, all right? Now, the premise of the show is basically, it follows a group of friends who are African entertainers and A-listers as they go about their lives having fun, flirting, and fighting in Johannesburg, South Africa. And they all hail from 5 African countries, okay? So the basic premise of the show is, you know, similar to what we've seen with most of these reality shows, like the Bling Empire, you know, somewhat like Housewives and some of the other shows that we watch, like Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know what I'm saying? But they in Africa, baby. They are in the Johannesburg. Now, I ain't been to Johannesburg. I only been to Cape Town, but I heard Johannesburg is lit. And based on what I've seen in these episodes, baby, I might need to pick up me a flight, use that good old American Express, because you know you can cancel that thing if you need to with American Express. That's a different story for another day. But anyway, let's get into it. I want to talk about the characters real quick. Okay, so listen. These are the characters. I'm reading everything from my phone because I don't want to forget nothing on this review. All right. You got Kanye. Now, Kanye is kind of like, and if I'm mispronouncing the names, listen, y'all, charge that to my mind and not my heart, and maybe a little bit of this chocolate martini. And yes, it's chocolate, baby, because we talking about chocolate folk, okay? So anyway, Kanye is kind of like the narrator. Now, Kanye reminds me of like what we saw back in the day with Nene, kind of what we have seen with Giselle first season T. You know what I'm saying? The narrator of the show, she's kind of like the OG. She's bringing everybody together for this huge ball that she's having or whatever. You know, and a couple of people throwing shade or whatever at the decor and stuff like that. But anyway, nonetheless, Kanye is like the head HBIC. Wait. The HBIC. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Kanye is that girl, okay? She's an actress. She's dating someone seriously. She got a daughter who lived in an apartment next door. The daughter don't live in the same place. The daughter live in an apartment beside her or something like that, which is gonna cause some conflict for later. Now, the man that she dating, I don't know what he does, and it's really not too clear, and they don't really make it too clear, so you're gonna have to figure that out on your own. Okay, so then you got Diamond Platnumz, who is a Tanzanian playboy with over 13 million followers, and he's returning to Johannesburg to be closer to his ex, Zari, and their kids. Now, when I talk about Diamond Platnumz being a superstar, I'm talking on the level of a Rihanna. Listen, we think that we know what's going on because we see stuff that's happening in America and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell y'all, listen, the world outside of America is large, okay? And the people are living large outside of America as well, okay? So when I tell you that this man got it going on, like he is flying in, got the security, private jets, it is lit, okay? Now, his ex, Zari, we don't meet her until the second episode. But Zari is described as an entrepreneur or something like that. and basically she is called the boss lady. I'm not necessarily sure who she the boss lady of, maybe just her kids and in her household, but she is called the boss lady or something like that. But if you follow her on Instagram, you'll be able to see exactly what she does and whatnot. And Zari is kind of, I mean, she does give you boss lady energy. When she walks into the room, she is very regal. To me, she is like the Karen to Kanye's Giselle, or like the Sheree to Atlanta's Nene. You know what I'm saying? Think about first season type of tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all some comparisons to go by, okay? Okay, so then you got Annie. Annie, to me, I didn't like her at first because I was like, why she complaining so much? But baby, Annie grows on you. Annie has such a rich personal story. She's a mom, she's a wife, she's an actress, an entertainer. She is successful and famous in her own right, and Annie got it going on. But her man, okay, her man, what his name is? Innocent Tubaba. He's another big star in Africa. Now, Annie is coming in from Nigeria with her boy, who is the stylist to the stars, Swanky Jerry, who's also featured in GQ over there in Africa as well. And this is why I'm dressed the way that I'm dressed, because I'm giving homage to Swanky Jerry, baby. Giving homage to listen, the man is an emperor as far as I'm concerned in the styling world, okay? So Swanky Jerry and Annie are gonna go to Kanye's party where Kanye will finally meet Annie, because Swanky Jerry know all the folks, okay? And so then you got DJ or Naked DJ or DJ Naked, whatever you want to call him. He's like kind of like a big brother, little brother type situation to Kanye, who is again the OG, the head, the HBIC in charge of the girls or whatever. And then you got Kaylee, who is his girlfriend. She's like a fitness buff or whatever like that, and she is also a professional soccer player from what I understand. And then you have Andale. Andale is like this real dapper, like smooth intro pro Negro. And let me tell you something about Andale. Andale is the wild card of this bunch of people, okay? Watch out for Andale, because if you think, let me tell you something, Annie and her man, they going through some stuff, because Tubaba, okay, innocent Tubaba, had to cheated on her several times or whatever, and they got kids, and Annie done stuck beside him. She said, I'm gonna stick by him, okay? I'm gonna stick beside him, okay? But, you know, and who else is a playboy on here? Diamond Platinums is the playboy. He be running the streets and everything. And then you got Andale, the wild card, who is a playboy in and of itself, but he's so smooth with it though. And then you have Nadia, who is like, you know, Kanye's kind of like, she would be kind of like Kanye's Robin, if you will, from Potomac, okay? She would be the Robin type character. But let me tell you something. Nadia is, I like her. She is kind of, she's real, she's cute, she's a rapper, a rap stress, a rapper, whatever you want to call it. Now, I don't know if she on the level of like a Cardi B or a Nicki or a Megan or a Doja. I mean, I don't know if she's a sweetie either, but I'm not familiar, but I'm gonna get familiar because I need to learn more about who, listen, because Africa is my future home, baby. It's my future home. It's where I'm about to go live, okay? Because of this show. And let me tell you something, these characters on this show are definitely bringing the fabulosity that we need to see. Okay, so we gotta talk about the tone of the show, okay? We gotta talk about the tone and the fashions of the show. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, this is how I want my reality TV done. I want it over the top. I want it to feel like a music video. Y'all remember Love and Hip Hop used to feel like a music video, but then it'd be the storylines and stuff like that they would just kind of go off the rails a little bit, and then it would just kind of get wonky and whatnot. That ain't what Netflix is doing. Netflix is putting the time, the energy, and the money into these things, and they keeping these episodes short and concise. They keep some scenes so short, you'll be like, now wait a minute, what just happened here? But let me also tell y'all about these fashions, baby. These fashions, hello, fashions, okay? Give me fashions, people. When you sit up in your confessional, I need for you to have gotten a stylist, okay? Have somebody style you like these folks here. Let me tell y'all something. Kanye, in episode 1, had about 10 changes for her confessional, and it took me a full 20 minutes, and the episode's almost over, to figure out that it was all the same person. She had different hair, different wigs, all kinds of different things going on with her confessional looks, and I was just like, y'all making these housewives and everybody else look like, I mean, are y'all even trying right now? I mean, this is effort into these confessional looks. Baby, let me tell you something. They also knew how to light black people, okay? When I'm talking about lighting black people, I mean, they are using lighting, okay? Lighting from every angle. I believe it was even lights over their head. Sometimes I couldn't even tell. I'm like, is this person's hair blue now, or is it a blue light shining on them because the outfit blue? You know, and I got on a little blue right now too. But I was like, I'm trying to figure it all out. I'm like, I ain't never seen our black folks lit like this. I mean, it was to perfection. It was to a crisp. And let me tell you something. These people got confessional looks, baby. Now, they didn't get, you know, housewives, and I hate to compare, but you know housewives will give you 3 looks, okay? And if you are Atlanta, you might get 5. And if you Potomac, you might get 4 or 5, just kind of depends. I don't know, maybe it's how you know, do your contracts or whatever. But on this show right here, they said every time you sit down in the chair, wear what you want to wear. Don't wear the same thing twice. And I don't know who these people are that's putting these things. Swanky, did you put everybody outfit together? Did you put everybody outfit together? Because I know the swanky looks, baby, these are looks on looks on looks. And that is what I love about this show. It is listen, and I know it's not all about designer and everything like that, but sometimes it's, and of course it could be African designers mixed in with, you know, the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci, and the things that we know over here. But what I do feel like is that they celebrate local, this is just my feeling. My feeling is, and just based on me going to Africa and going back and it being my future home, that some of the stuff that we seeing is African made, baby, and it's given everything that it needs to give. But I had to go into, you know, everything about the fashion, because I want you guys to understand that when we are watching these shows, we are looking for a type of lifestyle. And what is obvious with these people is that they actually live this type of lifestyle. It ain't no faking, it ain't no fronting, it ain't none of that. One look at these people's Instagrams and you can see that stuff. But otherwise, let me tell you something, they have elevated the level of fashion and over the topness for this show. And I am 100% for it, okay? 100% for it, okay? Now I wanna move into, you know, storylines. Okay, so we gotta talk about these relationships on this show, okay? So let's get into it. So remember I told y'all Kanye is the HBIC in charge of the girls, right? So she's in a relationship with this man. I cannot remember his name to save my life. If y'all remember, chime down in the comment section down below and let me know the man's name, because I don't remember. But I mean, it ain't, again, charge it to my mind, not my heart. And this chocolate martini right here that I'm sipping on when I can sip. I can't sip through this mask, but you know, a style before comfort. Okay, so anyway, Kanye and her man, but you know, the people don't know what he do for a living, so I don't know if the people, what the people think he, you know, I don't know. It's real curious what he does. But anyway, her friend slash little brother DJ Naked is concerned because he say Kanye is just bounces from man to man or whatever like that. But it looked like from her Instagram page, and I went down a little search. It looked like to me they've been together for quite some time, but you know, I don't know. Maybe that was what he said. But I think he was really trying to deflect from the fact that Kanye really was concerned about his relationship with Kaylee, because Kaylee, you know, been complaining to the rest of the girls. She been running her mouth. And let me say this, peoples, when you in a relationship, don't tell nobody your issues, okay? Don't tell nobody your problems, okay? Because the moment you do is the moment that it's gonna become fodder for conversation, and then people gonna try to have conversations with you about what's going on in your relationship. That's what happened with Kanye when she tried to come for DJ Naked's relationship, because she said she had some concerns, and he was like, well, I got some concerns about you and your man, okay? Because you hop from man to man to man. And baby, Kanye was not here for that, okay? Kanye was not here for that. But truth be told, Naked and Kaylee got some issues, okay? Because I believe that Naked had invited an ex or something like that to one of his gigs or something like that, and Kaylee found out about it. So it's some shenanigans going on there, but hopefully they can work it out or whatever, because they seem like, you know, they seem like the type of couple, like that type of couple that just got some problems, but it ain't nothing too serious. They even kind of broke up for a little bit and won't talking for a little bit here and there, but they ended up getting back together. They just gonna be one of those couples. Y'all, everybody know we got a friend, okay? We got a friend that be in a relationship, they be fighting all the time, they broke up, they make up, they get back together again. That is Kaylee and that is DJ Naked, okay? Now, that's that. All right. Then you got Nadia, who again, like I said, she's the rapper girl, okay? She, not Nicki, not Cardi, not Sweetie, not Megan, not Doja, but she is Nadia, okay? Now again, I need to go listen to her music to see what she's talking about. But anyway, Kanye is trying to hook her up with Double Platinums, because Double Platinum's coming back to town. But what Kanye don't really realize is Nadia already got a long distance relationship. She dating Vic Mensa. Y'all know who he is? Anyway, he's a rapper over here, okay? So it's long distance. So you know, I don't know how that's gonna work, because it's not. Anyway, spoiler alert, it's not gonna work out. Anyway, Kanye is like, well, that man ain't here, so let me introduce you to Diamond Platnumz, who is technically single, even though his baby mama Zari is still somewhat in the picture, okay? So when she tries to make that introduction, Diamond Platnumz is going at Nadia hard, and Nadia, to her credit, is kind of like, you know, well, I'm just gonna see what he talking about. And I'm like, girl, if you got a whole man, I mean, y'all must not be that serious for you to be like, you know, you know what I'm saying? For you to be trying to get to know him like that, okay? So was she really gonna be upset though when Zari come back into the picture at Diamond Platnumz's party, coming in looking like a tall glass of milk or something like that? And Zari, let me tell you something, she has a way of capturing people's attention, and I think it's just her confidence level. And maybe that's why they call her the boss lady. I don't really know why they call her the boss lady. Maybe because, you know, the people at work call her the boss. Whatever the case may be, Zari the boss lady comes back into the picture. Diamond invites what's her name? Zari and Nadia, who he trying to kick it with, to the same event. Why would you do that? And then completely ignores Nadia. But you know, Andale there. Andale got eyes for everybody. Andale is like, you know, sorry, Nadia. I mean, you know, if you need some company, I mean, I might be able to help you out. But then Zari on the other end is also gonna be pursued by Andale too. Andale is like, listen, I'm single and ready to mingle, and Platinum ain't treating these women right, but I can. Mind you, Andale and Platinum are brothers. I mean, they're not brothers, but they friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so then you got this weird relationship between Diamond Platnumz and Zari. Zari is the mother of his kids, so he give her the primary attention and priority when he around other women, but he still be doing his thing. And actually, Diamond Platnumz is not there for most of the season towards the end, but he gonna be in for a real rude awakening right at the end, because Andale has to come over to Zari's house when Platinum shows up, and it's gonna be a whole ponderosa that's gonna be to be continued, okay? And I'm thinking to myself, Andale, is you whose friend are you? You can't be my friend, okay? You cannot be my friend. Andale said, I'm just here for the liquor and the women, the liquor and the women, the liquor and the women. That, I mean, literally, Andale is here for the ladies. And you know what's funny? Even when Nadia gets kicked to the curb by Diamond Platnumz in favor of Zari, then he even like, it feel like he trying to get next to her too. And I'm like, Andale, you want all these women, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Okay? And let me tell you, Feuds is kept, Andale smooth with it. I ain't gonna even lie about it. But my only thing is, Andale is the type of friend that you gotta watch out for. Because while I think that, true enough, Zari is single, if you know that Diamond Platnumz is your boy, why would you try to go after his ex? To me, it's just messy, and you should just stay away from that whole type of situation. Because I just feel like it's just ripe for conflict. Unfortunately, it ends on kind of a to be continued. So by the time that Diamond Platnumz learns that Andale is trying to kick it with Zari, the season ends on episode 7. But don't worry, okay? We got a whole lot more Feuds to talk about, and we're gonna get into that right now. Okay, y'all, so we have got to get into these Feuds, baby. These Feuds are very, very interesting right off the bat. So when we first meet Annie is coming into, Johannesburg to really, extend her brand, and she's coming in with Swanky Jerry. And Kanye, the HBIC in charge, is having a ball or whatever. Annie arrives, and Annie ain't really feeling it, but Kanye gives a speech, baby. Kanye gives a speech at the beginning of the episode that is really, I feel like it was off-putting to some people, but I felt like it was everything that I felt like we needed from this show. Kanye starts off by basically declaring to the world, listen, we are young, we are famous, and we are rich, baby. And there is money here in Africa. And what it told me was, invest in Africa, visit Africa. That is what it said to me. But to somebody like Annie, who has been living there and who doesn't really know Kanye, she's not really feeling it. She's not really feeling nothing at this event, especially when she finds out that Kanye's daughter lives next door to her, okay? So Kanye's daughter is like maybe 15, 16 or whatever, and we learned that she lives in the apartment next door. Baby, Andale and Annie is like not having it. They're like, what kind of parenting are you doing that you would allow your child to live in an apartment next door to you on her own? And Kanye is like, she's living next to me. She's being supervised by me, still. I still know what's going on, right? She's still in the building, right? She's still in the building. So this kind of like, everybody's kind of shocked because they like, wait, how are you gonna attack Kanye at her own party or whatever? But Annie is not really feeling it, okay? Because Annie's like more of a more traditional mom, and she wants to be there for her kids. Side note, one of her kids has a disability. I think it's called Blount's disease. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And this is why I tell you, Annie's story is so rich, because it really is speaking to, any woman that has gone through infidelity and stayed in a relationship, or has been with a superstar husband and stayed in that relationship, baby, even when it won't no good. You know what I'm saying? Even when it won't no good, she was still there by his side. And throughout this story, we will see, Tubaba come to South Africa to surprise Annie, at Swanky's suggestion, and then re-propose to her so that they can renew their vows, which is going to be the season-ending moment. However, Kanye and Annie end up having a conversation. They have their own little ponderosa the next day, baby. And they get into some grown women type conversations about basically their different parenting styles. And you know what? It really ends. It's an intense conversation. But what I love about it is that it ends with the two of them actually coming to some type of common ground with each other. By the end of this season, you see Kanye and Annie go from like what you're gonna think would be bitter enemies to like being near the best of friends. It is a very interesting journey, and it is something that people need to see. And that's what I like about, again, these Netflix shows, they're gonna give you story arc, okay? They're gonna give you story arc. But we're not done with Annie yet, because Annie got some more issues with a couple of other people or whatever. Annie is at an event where everybody at the event, her husband FaceTimes her, and Zari well, let me go back, because when Zari first comes into the picture, we see her with Kanye, and we could definitely tell this is Karen and Giselle. This is Sheree and Nene. This is that type of situation going on between the two of them. And they two, you know, kind of boss ladies in charge or whatever, in charge of the girls, okay? That's what they think anyway. And so they are meeting, and you know, they kind of discuss the tea that Kanye apparently dated one of Zari's exes or whatever like that. Anyway, the thought is that when Zari is around, Diamond Platnumz gives all the attention to her. But we know Diamond been trying to kick it with Nadia, who is Kanye's friend. And I'm like, Kanye, why would you try to hook him up with when you know Zari in the picture? Anyway, the night that Diamond Platnumz has his event and he invites Nadia and Zari, the ex, he gives all the attention to Zari. Therefore, Nadia is no longer feeling Zari the boss lady, okay? She's like, I'm not interested in this woman at all, because she is definitely put off by, and maybe it is that Zari is extra confident. I don't really know what it is, but these women are just not feeling her at all, okay? And I will tell you some things that I feel like probably put people off. But anyway, I'll get to that in a second. So anyway, you know, they have a high tea, a little tea time set up by Kanye where they can address all the issues amongst the girls, okay? Now, at this little Ponderosa, they get into the whole situation that Diamond Platnumz was trying to kick it with Nadia, and Zari is like, I wasn't offended, I am dating, I'm on my own, I'm single or whatever, and ready to mingle. But I don't believe that for 1 minute. I believe if Diamond Platnumz wanted to get back together with her, she would definitely do so, because she was telling him, she was all up in his face telling him, you needed to do right by me. Why didn't you do right by me and the kids and all this kind of stuff like that when she had the opportunity when they was alone? So now that Nadia is confronting you about the fact that Diamond has been trying to kick it with her, Zari, you're like, I mean, I'm single, I'm over it. Girl, no, you're not over it, okay? We can definitely see that. And when we take things a step further, there was another issue that happened between Annie and Zari. Annie, they was all at a party. Annie man called on the FaceTime, hey babe, or whatever like that. And he was asking, hey, and she was showing everybody her man, because you know she practiced. He a superstar, baby. Tubaba is a superstar. So anyway, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. If I'm not, y'all, again, charge that to my mind and not my heart, and maybe charge it to this chocolate martini. And it's chocolate because we talking about our chocolate brothers and sisters, baby. That's what we talking about. So we celebrating chocolate-acity, okay? So anyway, okay, so yeah. So when she doing the FaceTime, Tubaba is like, oh hey, is that Zari over there? Show me Zari. Put Zari on the line. Put Zari on the line, baby. Put Zari on the line. And Annie's like, how do you know my husband? How do you know my husband? Now, you know, Tubaba got a history of infidelity. So if I was Annie, I would be wondering and asking questions too. I think anybody would. I mean, anybody in her situation might be asking. But Zari is like, I don't understand why she is so like, you know, I mean, why is she so pressed by me or whatever like that? So anyway, they get into it, they have a little sit down Ponderosa, and it does not go well. Let me tell you something that I respect about Annie. Annie will tell you exactly how she feels, and she does not mince her words, and she does not hold back. And one of the things that Zari did that really pissed Annie off was when Tubaba did come to town and they was all celebrating, she pulled Tubaba off to the side. This is Zari. She pulled Tubaba off to the side, and she basically was like, listen, your woman is asking me, how do we know each other? How do we know each other? And Tubaba is like, well, why are we having this conversation? And she's like, I just want to put it out there to let her know that, you know, it ain't nothing crazy going on with us. And then she calls Annie over and she says, Annie, you was asking why I know your husband. And, you know, I just don't understand why you was asking that, because I'm Zara the boss lady. I know everybody or whatever like that. And Annie's like, how you going to try to, you know, come in and regulate and have some type of dialogue between me and my husband about things that I'm asking my husband. That ain't your place. So when they have their ponderosa about it, Annie lets her know exactly who is the boss in that relationship, and it ain't Zari, the boss lady, okay? It's Annie, because Annie is the one that got the ring back on thing, and she about to get married again to Tubaba in a ceremony at the end of the season. And then they go on a train ride. Why in the world does Zari have this train ride? I will never understand it for the life of me. Number one, Andale couldn't go, and Andale been trying to get in her panties the entire time. So she ain't got no backup on this situation. Diamond Platinum's off doing his tour, whatever like that. Nadia not going, and Annie barely show up. They get on the train, and Zari is like, this is immediately where she put everybody off. She said, I'm so glad you guys are coming to my trip. This is, you accepted my invitation. And everybody is put off by it, baby. Everybody is put off by this. Well, half of them are put off by it. I'm gonna say Swanky, I'm gonna say Annie, and I'm gonna say Kanye. They all put off by it. But, Naked and Kaylee are like, we don't see nothing wrong with, what she said or whatever. So everybody else got a stank attitude. The next night when Zari addresses it, everybody goes off on her except for like Naked and Kaylee, because the rest of the crew can't articulate exactly what it is about Zari that they are so offended by, versus simply saying, yo, you are too full of yourself, or at least that's how they feel, right? Instead of saying that, they just go around the mulberry bush and they all basically leave the event. So then they have another event on the train. This train ride was a mess, baby. I don't even know where they was going. They went on a safari and there was half of them was barely speaking to each other. So then they get into it again because Naked is like, y'all can't explain to us what's really going on. And Swanky is going off. Swanky is on 12,000, okay? Talking about we need to settle this, and then him and Andale gets into it or whatever. And so finally, after much begging and prodding, Zari is finally able to get an answer out of Kanye about what's going on. And Kanye is like, listen, you put yourself up here on this pedestal, and we are a group of friends who are all very successful. And so when you say stuff like, my trip, this, that, and the third or whatever, it's really off-putting to the rest of us. And Zari is like, she's basically like, listen, if you feel like you're down here and I'm up here, that's your problem. You need to rise up here to meet me, because I'm not coming down here to meet you. I was like, well, Lord have mercy. Anyway, that conversation doesn't go anywhere. They get back to Johannesburg after that disastrous train ride, and they doing the bachelor party things for Annie's, wedding and vow renewals or whatever like that. And I was like, is Zari gonna go? Because nobody likes her at this point, and except for Kaylee. And I'm like, well, is she gonna even be there? But she does come and support Annie. But Annie has to let her know, listen, baby, I don't want you at my wedding. I don't like you. I don't like your energy. So I don't want you to be there. I was like, well, now that's some honesty right there.
You will know about me.
Anyway, we get to the wedding. This is the last episode, episode 7. The wedding is beautiful. Kanye, I would have expected Swanky to give the speech, but Kanye gives the speech and is like, she says basically, just so much beautiful stuff about her relationship with Annie and how far they have come together. And it is such a beautiful story arc that they have together, and it's just like, this is what we want to see on reality TV. We want to see the drama, yes, but we also want to see a beautiful resolution. And to see the two of them together was just like this magical moment, because at the start of the season, you just knew they were not gonna get along at all. You knew they was not gonna get along. But it turns out that the two of them end up becoming like the closest of friends. But here's the gotcha though. At the reception or whatever, Andale's like, I wish Zari was here or whatever. I'm really feeling, where is Zari at? And what he don't know is that Diamond Platinum's done come back home from tour to see his kids, and he there with Zari at Zari house. So what does Andale do? while Platinums is upstairs with the kids at Zari's house, he come knocking on the door like, I'm here to see you, baby. And she looking like, you here to see who? I mean, come in though. He real quiet. Platinum's upstairs. So Platinum come downstairs and he think that Andale there to see him, and Andale like, nah, I'm here to see your ex, baby. I'm here to see your ex. And Diamond is like, now say what now? So at the end of the day, baby, Young, Famous, and African has everything that you would want in a reality TV show, baby. It has got over-the-top fabulosity, baby. It has got the fashions that we've been looking for. It has got the lightweight drama that we wanted. It has got this is Africa, baby. This is Africa at its finest. These are young kings and queens doing the doggone thing. And honestly, I am so glad that Netflix has taken a chance and shown the world exactly what Africa has to offer. Because baby, if you have not been to Africa, this is just a taste of what you're gonna get when you actually go. Yes, Africa is a myriad of things. It is a mixture of different cultures, socioeconomic status, but a lot of times what we see on the news and Western media is not exactly the best depiction of really everything that Africa has to offer. Africa has riches, its own culture, its own resources. And baby, let me tell you something. This show right here spotlights what we need the world to see, baby. So if you have not watched Young, Famous, and African yet, let me tell you something right now. I need you to run, don't walk, to the Netflix right now. And I need you to watch season 1. And then I need you to watch it again, okay? And then I need you to tell a friend, okay? Because people need to see this show right here, baby. And let me tell you something. When I tell you, them fashions, baby, ooh, they take it over the top. So you know, in this review, I had to put some extra time and energy and effort into this thing right here. Cause I said, I need to do it justice, baby. I need to do it justice, okay? So that's my review for Young, Famous, and African season 1. I hope that you guys watch it. Please watch it so we can get a season 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? The same way they doing the selling sunsets and all that kind of stuff like that. I need them to be filming back-to-back seasons so we can get more of this fabulosity on our screen, okay? Now, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, baby, and we gonna keep on doing the doggone thing. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.